Hey, Jenica here from Slattery. I know I'm kind of veering away from the typical sports analogies when we do sales, and I'm using arts analogies instead, but bear with me. Terry does jazz piano, and I love the arts. And so if you're hanging around Slattery, you're going to get arts analogies too. Here's today's analogy. We've talked about, actually, we're just talking with clients in a coaching call this morning about how to be nuanced and nurturing like Terry in our conversations, because that's a learned skill. It's really easy in a conversation to get emotionally involved, get ahead of the prospect, and forget to nurture the other person in the way that Terry Slattery is really known for doing. And here's a tip from the arts that I really want to bring to you, and it's this. If you've ever done theater, especially like improvisational comedy, if you've ever done improv, you know the first rule of improv is always say yes. Always say yes. If you are doing a skit with somebody else, and I mean, no props, right? It's just you and another actor on stage. If the other actor on stage is like, whew, boy, it's cold out. It's, being in that rain is really chilly. Your response has to be some sort of yes to what they just said, to what they just brought to the table. You do not say, it's not raining, because in your head, the skit was supposed to go a different way. If they bring rain into the skit, you say, oh, yeah, boy, it's pouring cats and dogs out. You say yes to whatever they brought. You say yes, and that moves the skit forward. If you say no, everything comes crashing to a halt. It's a train wreck on stage. Nobody wants to see that. So the first rule of improv is always say yes. I want you to bring that rule into your conversations with your prospects. We as humans want to be right. We want to correct other people. And especially when things start getting dicey in a prospect conversation, maybe they're pushing back a little bit, they're giving you stalls, they're giving you resistance. I want your mentality to be say yes, say yes. This doesn't mean that you're a doormat and you're going to do everything that they ask for. In fact, we are very specific in our coaching about not giving into concessions and discounts. So when you're selling on value, I'm not saying to give in to whatever they're asking for, but it's rather an approach to the conversation where you're allies. You're in it together, you're on stage together. And this is a human being that you're working with. So if they challenge you, if they push back, if they give you a stall, and they will, your response is some version of yes. Now, of course, Terry Slattery is known for his handling of how to do that in a really nurturing way and still winning. Right? He's incredibly tenacious about winning deals. But you have to take care of the other person in the conversation. The first step to doing that, I think, is really a mindset very similar to improv. You're out on stage together with this other human being. How do we keep the skit going where you want it to go? And you're going to do that by first remembering to always say yes. This is not the time to get your emotional needs met. This is not the time to correct and negate and be the person who's right, but rather start with the mindset that you will say yes and then go from there. We love coaching salespeople through their call planning and being ready to handle all of those stalls that prospects can throw at you. We love doing that. So if you want to learn more, click the link below. We would love to connect. Thanks.